Good morning, guys. I just wanted to have a little conversation here. We're gonna call it tea talk. Tea is in the fact that we're getting ready to have some nice hot herbal tea. It's freezing in Michigan this morning, about 0 degrees. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what I use for my herbal teas, what I usually like to have on hand in the winter. I don't drink as much in the summer, but definitely in the winter I go through a lot of herbal teas. So let's talk about my first one here. This is a brand new product to me. Not that I haven't used the reishi or chaga before, but this company I came across and said, oh wow, these guys look like they're doing something really good. It's Wild Blend from Wild Foods. It's power shroom, so it's a combination of your reishi, your chaga, and your cordyceps. So I use this in tea. I've also used it in salads and smoothies. And things like that. So medicinal mushrooms are very potent for immune boosting, fighting inflammation, fighting disease. Yeah, they're just great. I mean, I've been into these guys, the medicinal mushrooms, for probably 2 or 3 years now, and getting deeper. And the deeper you go into these guys, you just realize there's such an incredible power behind these. So let's talk about chaga. So this is my chaga. I'm pretty proud of this guy. I haven't ground this one up to use into tea. This is a piece of chaga I found myself. I wild forged this bad boy, so this is my prize. These guys can get up to 20 or 30 pounds. Again, if you hunt for this stuff wildly, you have to do it ethically. Otherwise, you can kill the tree. These are tree mushrooms, so these grow on trees, not the ground. So they're hard and woody, okay? Hard and woody. Oh my goodness, shame on me. So this is my reishi. So this is just reishi. This isn't the blend. So I got this, and this is just reishi powder. And again, I keep these in like little glass containers. I really try to avoid plastic. This is the ground up chaga that I got. My uncle actually and aunt harvested this for me in the UP. So woohoo! I got some free wild chaga. All right, my other powders here, these aren't powders, but just loose, I guess, my loose teas. This is a combination of your chamomile and lavender. This is great for relaxation, for stress. Smells amazing. I usually drink this at night. This is more like of a relaxation, more of a downer to help you sleep. So if you have stress at night, this is great after meals, before bedtime. So this is a little combination of lavender and chamomile. My other, let's see here, loose tea. Everything's backwards, but I'll tell you, this is yerba mate. Yerba mate is great for, again, if you want a little boost in the morning for caffeine instead of coffee, if you want to try some caffeinated teas. A lot of people go to green tea. I personally don't like green tea that much, like the bag leaf tea. It gives my stomach, it upsets it on an empty stomach. But I like the yerba mate, and it's brain boosting, it gets you going. Again, I use this on occasion. This is not one that I use every day. Yerba mate. All right, my last loose leaf. This is like my prize. This stuff is not cheap sometimes if you're getting the best quality. This is my matcha green tea. It comes from Japan. It's used in a lot of ceremonial. A lot of, I can't talk this morning, so I'm gonna try it again. So anyways, I use this, like I said, you see a lot in my blended fatty teas. I've used it just with water too, but it's great like in a little fatty tea latte with a little coconut milk or fatty cacao butter or coconut butter. But this stuff, again, very powerful. It's the whole leaf ground up. So when you get that way and you put it in your body's absorbing all those nutrients, which is very important. So I look at nutrient density, phytonutrients. These are my vitamins. I mean, the way I eat is my vitamins, my green powders, my teas. That's how I get my vitamins and my minerals in. These are very potent stuff. Okay, excuse me. Well, frog in my throat this morning. Maybe a little sip of tea. Okay, just bear with me. Like I said, I'm just getting used to doing these videos, being in front of the camera. No judgment. We're just doing it. I'm not worried. All right, another good tea to have around, especially this time of year because people usually get sick, is echinacea. And Traditional Medicinals is another great company I would sponsor like I said, if I could sponsor certain companies, I would. I would sell their product because I've been using it in my own personal life for a very long time. These guys are, again, are organic, and this is just a blend of echinacea, the plant, a little bit of lemongrass, and spearmint. So this is really yummy too. This is a non-caffeinated tea, so you can drink this throughout the day. It's not really an upper or downer, but it's really good if you're kind of feeling under the weather. It's really good for immune boosting. Just really tasty to have on hand. All right, we're going to talk about the Yogi tea brand. It's probably the one I use quite a bit when I can. So I don't have any boxes, I just have their bags. So we've got the chai rooibos, which again, this one's caffeine free. This one has your rooibos, your cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove, and organic stevia leaf, which is the whole leaf. It's not that processed powder. So you steep this, and I always use 2 bags. If I'm using bags, I use 2 of the bags. I like my tea strong. So this one's really good. I love spiced tea in the winter. This is the one I have almost every day. It's the vanilla spice perfect energy, perfect energy vanilla spice. So again, this one has a little bit of caffeine in it, and that's coming from the green leaf and black tea leaf. And then it also has your cinnamon, your vanilla flavors, your rooibos, ginger root, green teas, ashwagandha root. Just a really good variety for energy boosting. It's not like a cup of coffee, but it's a nice stable energy. Okay, so this one I recommend definitely. And I always blend this with like the chai rooibos or like this one here, which is healthy cinnamon vanilla. Again, this one's a caffeine-free one, so I usually do 1 caffeine, 1 non-caffeine. Not that I'm against caffeine at all, but if you have an intolerance or you're trying to cut back on it and gives you anxiety, cut back on it. So again, this is just basically cinnamon bark, cacao shells, nettle leaf, licorice root, mullein leaf, and schizandra berry in this one. So again, all the herbs in these are herbs, have many properties. And if you don't know anything about herbs and teas, I suggest look it up. I mean, this is the age of the internet. The information is at our fingertips. If you don't know, look it up. I get a very wide variety, and I do these in my fasting window. I find it okay. Some people do when they do a true clean fast, they just drink water or mineral water. I add at least a couple, a cup or 2 depending on my mood, and then it's water on top of that until I decide to break my fast. Last night I was a little bit snacky, so I made my wild mushroom tea. So technically my fast didn't end at my dinner time, but a little bit later. So it's okay, you do what you gotta do. All right, so another traditional medicinals, if you're into detoxing, they have some great detoxes. This blend's really strong on the licorice taste, and that's because of the fennel. So if you don't know, fennel tastes like licorice. But it's great for digestive health. If you have any digestive issues after dinners or anything, this would be a good tea. If you're trying to do a little bit of a cleanse and things like that, and we can talk about cleansing and detoxing down the road, because I've gone quite deep myself into that. Juice fasting, cleanses, raw food cleanses, things like that. But again, a good detox tea by Traditional Medicinals. That's in the house usually on occasion. A new brand here, Thrive, and this is a caffeinated one, I believe. Yes, this contains caffeine, and this is Tulsi, which is holy basil, which is, again, another great adaptogenic herb, just like the mushrooms. Ashwagandha, again, you hear these terms being thrown out there. I know you do if you're out there in the health and fitness area and you're into herbs and eating the right stuff. And then some green tea, that's where the caffeine's coming from on this one, Thrive. And then Tazo. I don't use a lot of the Tazo brands, but again, this is just because I couldn't find chai in another one, and this is a caffeinated chai. And then that's your black teas, and then your spices, which is your ginger, your cardamom, your cinnamon. Again, I love my spice teas. The one I didn't pull out, I guess, is the one I'm drinking, Buka. That's another brand, and this one again is a spiced version. This one has the caffeine, so actually I have 2 caffeine ones in this one this morning, which is, I blend them together and see where the balance is, and I let them steep for a really long time to see how I like the flavor. Let me take a sip. All right, so that's just a quick 10-minute video on my teas currently in the house. Again, it changes when it gets warmer. I have less teas, so I invest in my teas. It's part of my nutrition and my lifestyle. You know, it's not chewing food, but I'm putting good herbs, vitamins and minerals. I just realized I just forgot one. Tulsi. So again, Tulsi is another adaptogenic in Organic India. Again, another company I would definitely sponsor and get behind because I've been using their teas. This is Sweet Rose. This is so sweet. And this is just a nice non-caffeinated tea you can drink throughout the day. And just so I can read it from the front, it's stress relieving and magical. So the great thing about Tulsi tea or holy basil is it's adaptogenic, which means it adapts to what you need in that moment that you're drinking it. Whether you're stressed out, you're tired, your anxiety's high, whatever's going on in your life, Tulsi is a great tea. I love the original. I love the green tea. They've got a turmeric and ginger. They've got a load of them. So if you haven't looked at the Organic India, check them out. Awesome company. Again, if I haven't mentioned, all my teas are organic. Okay, it's very important at certain points to make a decision what things you're buying are organic and not. I don't have a lot of money, but the money that I have, I put it into high quality foods because I don't need as much food. You don't want to be buying tea and having it sprayed with pesticides, okay? You want to get it from a high quality source. You know, things are changing and people are buying companies, and these large corporations are changing the way they process and everything. There's an argument whether organic is better or not. I always believe it's better because we're not dealing with genetically modified organisms. We're not dealing with the pesticides. They have rules and regulations. It breaks my heart, unfortunately, that these companies sometimes go under because just for labeling, they're paying all these fees just to say organic, non-GMO, no pesticides, vegan, gluten-free, you name it, they're paying, so that adds up. So the price goes up sometimes on their product, or sometimes they go under, which is really sad and breaks my heart because they're good companies. So anyways, that's TaLk today. It's kind of funny because I have clients that my nickname is T, so just T. A couple really close friends and clients just call me T. So, but we're having TaLk. Sip, sip. So I'm going to try and do these little chats on the weekend. Typically is when I have more time to sit down for a couple of minutes and talk about things. If there's anything that you might have, any questions that you might want to talk about and I'm knowledgeable about, I'll do a little quick video about it. So anyways, have a great morning. Finish my tea and it's time to do some ultimate yogi. Travis Elliott and his wife Lauren Ekstrom, they're great programs. This one, it's been around. I've done this program once. I'm on it for the second time. So have a great day, guys. Bye.